Hello, Oilers fans. Austin here, and welcome to the pregame report for the Edmonton Oilers and the Colorado Avalanche. This is a big game for Edmonton tonight, and an exciting one potentially, because the Oilers are only 1 point from being able to clinch their ticket into the 2024 Stanley Cup Playoffs, and to do it in front of the home ice fans would be very exciting. It's also a big game because the Oilers have a few things that they want to be proving, not only to the fans, but to themselves. One, that they are a cup contender, and that game against the Dallas Stars was an outlier, and two, that they can beat the Colorado Avalanche. Because if you look at the little graphic I have on screen here, the Oilers going back to the playoffs from 2022 have only won 2 of their last 10 matchups head-to-head against Colorado, and the Oilers, I know they are better than that. I know they can beat the Avalanche, and it's time to show that tonight. Now, let's get into the projected lineup. This is not an official finalized lineup card. This is just what the Oilers have rolled with the last couple of games, so if anything does change, I will put an updated message down in the comment section, and I will pin that for you to see. But what the Oilers have rolled with for the last 2 games, they've had Nugent Hopkins with McDavid and Hyman, Henrique with Draisaitl and Perry, Evander Kane with McLeod and Fogle, Janmark with Carrick and Brown, and Derek Ryan has been the extra forward who has rotated in and out as a healthy scratch. On defense, the Oilers roll with Ekholm Bouchard, Nurse Ceci, Kulak Desharnais, and Troy Stetcher is the 7th D-man. I would like to see Stetcher get some play time. I don't know if you want to take Desharnais or Ceci out. Desharnais looks like he's been struggling a little bit away from the puck the last couple of games, so if you wanted to give him a seat just for a night here and there, I would not be against that. And of course, Stuart Skinner will get the start tonight. Now, the Avalanche tonight is a second half of a back-to-back for them, so the Oilers should be able to get the jump on them and really push the play as much as possible. Going into the pregame numbers here, Colorado is such a good team. They are 48-22-6. They are 7-2-1 in their last 10 games. They are 4th in the NHL in expected goals for percentage at 54.68. They are 6th in power play percentage at 24.7. They are 7th in penalty kill at 82.3%. They are number 1 in the league at generating goals at 3.72 per game. They are 13th in goals against per game at 2.96. They are 10th in team save percentage at 90.49%, and their team shooting percentage is 10.58%, which ranks 8th. This is a team that has a lot of finishers. They have a lot of depth. They have the high-end talent with Nathan MacKinnon, and MacKinnon against McDavid as they continue to battle for the Art Ross race. It should be an exciting matchup between these two teams. On the Oilers side, they're 45-24-5. They are 5-3-2 in their last 10 games. Now, they are still number 1 in the league in expected goals for percentage at 57.51%. They are 2nd in the league in power play at 27%. They are 15th on the penalty kill at 79.4%. They score the 4th most goals per game at 3.54. They give up the 10th most goals against per game at 2.88. Their team save percentage is 90.58% at even strength, and their team shooting percentage is 9.71%, which ranks 16th. So the Oilers, there has been some talk and issues with their depth scoring. Evander Kane is scoreless in his last 21 games. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins doesn't have an even strength goal in his last 6 weeks. Derek Ryan has 1 goal in his last 26 games. Ryan McLeod has 1 goal in his last 12 games. So there's numerous players on the Oilers that are struggling with putting the puck in the net. But, you know, the underlying metrics are there, and I would imagine that this is going to regress to the mean in a positive way shortly. Now, my score prediction tonight, I do expect the Oilers to break out offensively. I'm going to say 5-4 Edmonton, and my player to watch is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Nuge, as I mentioned, he does not have a even strength goal in 6 weeks, and I expect that he's going to have a good game. He's been sniffing around the blue paint. He's hit some posts recently. He had that goal taken back against the St. Louis Blues. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is due to break out offensively, and I am curious to see if Chris Knoblauch does make any lineup adjustments, and we'll see where Nugent-Hopkins ends up playing tonight. But I am expecting a big game, a good game from Nugent-Hopkins, and a big and good game from the Edmonton Oilers as a team, because like I mentioned, that game against the Dallas Stars, I'm hoping that is just an outlier and the Oilers come out and show that they deserve to not only be in the playoffs, but they deserve to be talked about in the cup contender conversation. That is pretty much it for me and my pregame report, though. What are your game day predictions? Let me know your score predictions and game day thoughts in the comments section below. As always, if you like these pregame reports, make sure you hit like. If you really like them, make sure you hit subscribe. I will see you in the post-game recap. Tell somebody that you love them, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.